Welcome to Envisioned Broadcasting Radio. EB Radio. EB Radio. Your station for empowerment presents Mom Boss Talk Radio, a show that brings real life, real moms, and real experiences to empower mom bosses everywhere to be ambitious, highly driven, fierce, fabulous, and fearless. Mom Boss Talk Radio begins now.
Welcome, mom bosses all over the world. It's another amazing Thursday, and that means time for another great discussion with the mom bosses. We have and Anna. How are you ladies doing?
Great. Excited.
Super excited because today the topic is phenomenal, okay? We're going to be talking about side hustles, okay? Ladies, we're going to help you get your coin. We're going to help you get your bag, okay? Now, we're already moms and we're well-versed. We're multifaceted, okay? We can do it all. So why not do more, right? So we're going to be talking about side hustles. For me, I have a few ideas for you. So let me just start it off, okay? Side hustle number one, Etsy. Okay, if you know Etsy, yes. Etsy is a huge platform. I love Etsy. I order from there quite often. A lot of the individuals on there, they custom make their products, okay? It's amazing the things that moms can do and create. So if you are a creative, okay, you love to work with your hands, you like to make things, Etsy is a place for you. You can create an account. I think there is a small fee per transaction. But, definitely do your research. Look into Etsy. I think that is an amazing platform. A lot of high quality products on there. From my experience, you always want to do your research on your own. But that's one. And I'll share more about the pod. Okay. So how about you ladies? Do you have anything to share?
You want to go first, Kiana? Or you want me to? I'm happy to jump right here. I wish I could just get now with my face. Right.
Well, go ahead. The floor is yours.
I'm eager and excited to jump in and the reason why I say this is because I think it is so important for everyone. Okay, even though we're talking just to moms today, but I really feel like it's so important for everyone to have multiple streams of income. I feel like if we didn't learn anything over the last 2 years, we have learned not to put all of our eggs in one basket because we know what happens when we put our eggs in one basket. If you have just one basket, that means whatever happens to that basket, you are stuck in trying to figure out everything. And so I'm so happy that we're having this conversation today because I really feel like it is so necessary. Multiple streams of income is no longer a luxury. It is a necessity. And so for me, we can just keep naming all the different streams. We're going to share some that some that we have, some that, we are wanting to jump into, some that, you may be interested in. But at the end of the day, the thing about it is you just have to do it. Get more than one stream of income. Okay. It is a necessity. Absolutely. So you mentioned a really great one. When you said Etsy, I was like, yes, Etsy. I love Etsy because I too also have purchased things on Etsy. I love Etsy. Okay. At the same time, I have some digital content that I am putting on Etsy as well. And so Etsy is a great stream of income. But with all of the streams that we're going to mention, of course, it's going to take some work. So it's going to take some blood, sweat, tears. It's going to take some hard work for those. Some maybe not as hard as others, but it's all going to take some, you have to get down and roll up those sleeves and jump right in. A few that I'm going to mention, one being Fiverr. So Fiverr is a great place if you have, all of us have skills. And so one of the things I would just mention is look at your skills that you have and how you can turn that into some kind of income. So, on Fiverr, you can go on there if, my goodness, if you need social media, if you're familiar, like if you know how to work social media and create different content and just know how to utilize certain different, certain skills, you can hop on Fiverr and become like freelancing. So that's one of the great places where you can earn money for your services. Yeah. I mean, freelance your services. And so whether it's writing blog posts or whatever it may be, I can tell you that I've utilized Fiverr. I can also tell you that is another one that I have on my list to add some of the skills, because again, we are in the era, the mode, however you want to look at it, to where we all need to be having multiple streams of income. And Fiverr is a really great place to do that. Fiverr, there's a couple of other places. I think Upwork is one of those places too that you can get started. Even like I said, content writers, copywriters, and any kind of writing. If you have those skills, why not get paid to utilize those skills to help someone else? So Fiverr is one that I will mention. My goodness, what else is it? There are so many other things. So even from ebooks, so becoming an author, you can put your books on Amazon and all of that. And so that's one of the streams that I actually have utilized myself. And that's one of the things that I have up and coming as well, is releasing some other books to help entrepreneurs, to help people. And again, that is a stream of income that you can utilize as well. So I don't want to keep, I'm going to name just a few, and then we're going to pass it over to Kiana so she can name some as well. But there's so many. I want to mention this, and I know everyone, is going to be like, yes, but YouTube is another one. YouTube YouTube is just what it is, But again, it goes down to putting in the work for it. So with all of these streams that we're mentioning, it's not to say it's going to be something that's going to take off, right? Like soon as you hop on there and sign up or put your, put it out there, it's going to take some time. It's going to take time. It's going to take your energy, your effort, and sometimes it takes even an investment in some of these things in order for your business to really take off. But you can hop on these places and see that it's already been done. So that right there to me is enough to get you going, to know that someone else has already done this. There's been tons of people on Fiverr. There's been tons of YouTubers that have gotten checks, and they'll tell you that it takes time, but you have to be consistent with it as well. So, Kiana, I'm going to pass it over to you before I jump into mentioning any other ones. But so you can mention some as well.
All right. Well, I think everything that you both have mentioned are definitely great, ways to make money part-time. Something that I have done in the past and still do sometime are even delivery gigs, working with like Instacart, DoorDash, Uber Eats, and if you're not into the whole delivering food, there's things like Fetch, there's Roadie, where you can pick up little side jobs, just delivering things to people's homes, not that outside of food. And it's at your own convenience, if you have a job, have extra time, and it's convenient for you. And so I think that's been, that a lot of people, I've seen a lot more people and a lot more different platforms popping up, being created out of necessity, because of everything that's been
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not a one size fits all, but there are so many different things that along those lines. I mean, you know, as far as doing Lyft, Uber, you know, just depending on what you're looking to do and how much time you have available to do it in.
Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. I also would like to throw out there what we're doing now, podcast.
Yes.
So, you know, if you are interested in creating a podcast, make sure you hit up Jerisha, Envision Broadcasting, baby. Okay. So, you know, go on our Facebook, you know, shout her out at, you know, like how do we get started? Okay. Because she is the queen of podcasting and radio. Okay. I'm just letting you know that now. But what we're doing now, having just discussions, you know, putting your thoughts and opinions out there and getting an audience that, you know, you can build upon, you know, build a community with, you know, even though it seems like a lot of podcasts are out, guess what? Still start one. People are still making money. Right. You can still get sponsorship. So, and like a lot of these things that we're mentioning, like for instance, with the Uber, like I did Uber Eats. Okay. I didn't want nobody mind. I didn't mind dropping off the food. You know, you have to really decide what you're willing to do. But for me, I decided, I'm like, Uber Eats, and I actually enjoyed it. It wasn't that bad. And I made, you know, just, it's not going to make you rich. Everything that we're talking about is not going to make you rich. You know, you have to really grind to get the money that you want. And, you know, a couple $100 a month, that's amazing. Because that's, you know, savings. That's something you can put toward whatever you want to put it toward. But yeah, definitely, you know, with the podcasting, the YouTube, I just started a YouTube. So these are things that you can build upon. Transcriptioning, that's another side hustle. Like she was saying with Fiverr, you know, Upwork, Fiverr. You know, if you're a good typer, people will, you know, reach out to you for these skills. You have the knowledge with Fiverr. You don't necessarily have to have graphic design. If you're an admin, if you know how to do clerical work, things are out there for you to do. You can do it from the comfort of your own home. I've seen a plethora of people create businesses for logistics, just calling truckers and helping them find their, you know, their next stop. So there's money out there to be made. You just have to figure out how to get it. Jerisha?
That's right. That's right. And that's so good because that's so true. I think gone are the days. And it's so funny because I was just having this conversation with my kids earlier because I'm like, gone are the days when there are just, you know, we have so many resources and so many ways to make money at our fingertips. It's crazy. And so, you know, I think that, and maybe I'm going to date myself a little bit, but back in the day, it wasn't, you know, like Uber and Fiverr and all of those. I mean, it was great to even have a blog. And if you made money from the blog, you were doing something. Yeah. And now it has taken off on a whole nother level. So there's so many different things depending on, you know, what your skills are, what you enjoy doing. A lot of the things that we've mentioned, I would honestly say do your research, hop on Google, get on YouTube, do as much research as you can, but not too much to where it's going to stop you from having those multiple streams of income. There's just so much. I mean, I just think about even from if you're interested in starting your own virtual assistant company, you can meal prep for other people. So there's just so much. There's actually a couple of ones that I recently learned about that I am going to be jumping into as well, and that's voiceovers. We don't realize, you know, from a voiceover perspective, how there's money to be made in voiceover and becoming a voiceover, not just for, you know, like hopping on Fiverr, but even for reading, like, you know, hopping on, like, you know, when you think about reading for like books and like Audible and all of that, there are websites out there to where you can actually, you know, read and become a voiceover for all kinds of different projects. So that's the one that I definitely would encourage you all. If you feel like you have that voice and you can make money with it, you can definitely make money. with it as well. Photography is another one.
Yeah.
You can start a photography business and make money, building websites and all of that. And one of the things too is, I think we see more and more people like hopping into the Airbnb and, starting that where you can rent spaces out and all of that. Again,
yeah.
Let's go back to like rewind it a little bit from like 5 years ago. Even 5 years ago, so much has happened, so much has changed to where there's just so many options out there for us. And especially as moms, there's just so many options out there, so I really feel like there's no excuse. I know that, if you're listening right now and you're like, you know what, I would love to have multiple streams of income. I just don't know where to start. Start with Google. Start with, doing some research, looking up the things that you really enjoy doing, and then, hop on the site and complete whatever needs to be completed so that you can start that. Also, and then I'll pass it over to you ladies too. But one of the things as well is courses. This is one that I've utilized to get additional, streams of income is, having courses. Online courses is huge.
Mm-hmm.
If you can teach, and here's the thing, when it comes down to something that that you feel like you might be an expert in it, just know that you can teach someone else. And so I think we have to really look at our mindset and thinking, you know what, there's no way I can be a teacher and there's no way I can do that. Yes, there is a way that you can teach. You can start a course.
Exactly.
You can start a course on a Skillshare or any of some of the other platforms and make money from your courses. Again, yes, it takes work, that goes into it. But who doesn't want to have passive income? And that's passive income. And maybe we need to do another show where we talk about specifics as far as passive income. But who doesn't want to have that passive income, that money that, you're making money while you sleep? But I'm going to pass it over to you ladies as well, because I definitely feel like there is one that we have not mentioned. And I'm going to let Kiana chime in from the network marketing side of things. That, we're both in that space. So, Kiana, please.
Yes, that definitely is another area to look into. And I think what Drisha mentioned as far as, identifying your passions, and, there's so many different ways to, explore what's right for you in regards to that, to really fine tune what, will be best for you. But yes, network marketing, that's been a big thing over the years for myself. I currently, Drisha and I both have, a side business doing in regards to, really, again, about finding what's right for you. Everything isn't the same for everybody. So don't get hung up on, that's not something that's for me, because of may not fit, be right for you. But I love it. Again, it's something I can do on my own time. It's a great way to meet new people that are sharing the same interests as you in regards to that. And I definitely think that's something to look into. A lot of people, because they don't understand it, are quick to say, oh, that's a scam, and not to say that there aren't some out there, but, just do your homework, and that's the best advice I can, for investing in something, an opportunity. But I definitely see, for myself, how beneficial that can be. And it doesn't have to be the only thing that you're doing, but it can, lead to something that you're doing full time, just depending on put into it, nothing that will guaranteed, overnight get rich. This is not what, again, as we've stated throughout the show, it does take time and commitment, but if you're willing to give that, it can definitely be a great thing.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, That's great. This conversation has been extraordinary. I am like pleased with it because, like you were mentioning courses, I'm taking courses. I'm diving into the world of tech. So for me, I'm hoping to be able to do some, freelance work dealing with tech. I'm very computer savvy, but I can always learn more, complete some certificates and things like that. But like Kiana was saying, definitely do your research, know what you're really wanting to do, because something that could be a side hustle can definitely be a full-time, job for you. So this is an amazing conversation. Do you have anything else to share, ladies? Any last words?
Honestly, the only thing that I will share is that, or even the only thing, the last thing I will share is that I feel like as moms we have to change our money mindset, and
Yeah.
and so we're not thinking that we can't, like again, gone are the days where some of these streams and all these different resources are out of our reach. They're within our reach, and we just have to do it. We just have to take action. So whatever that looks like for you, if you are a mom who is, maybe was in the corporate world and no longer in the corporate world, and you're looking for just those streams of income, just start. That's all we're telling you. There's so many different ways that you can make money. You just have to be willing to start and do it and take action, and don't give up and look at it as though, what, this is not out of my reach. I can learn how to do this. I can do that. I can do this. And just do it. Because when I tell you, it works, it works, it works. All three of us have shared, again, some of the income streams that we have, some that we're looking to tap into, and some that, again, that you may be looking or listening like, okay, this is something I definitely want to do. But again, at the end of the day, I feel like we just have to be willing to change our money mindset and say, you know what, I am making 2022 the year that I'm going to have more than one stream. And start small. You don't have to be like, okay, I need to have 10 streams of income. Start small. Start small. Start, work on another one, add another one, add another one. I just feel like it's important enough for us to mention that, because I know how it can be when you have this limiting belief about money and about our mindset as far as streams of income. So I just want you guys that's listening to change your money mindset, and let's get it. Let's go. Let's get these streams, okay?
Yes.
Because as moms, we know all too well what it means to hustle, okay? And so that means that we're going to roll up those sleeves and do what we need to do, right? Do what we need to do to make sure we are growing our money and achieving our goals. So that is all I want to add.
Kiana?
My last thing I'm going to say before we sign off is don't listen to other people. Don't let people get in your ear and, be that naysayer. Hey, like Jerisha said, like we've been saying this whole time, just start. Believe in yourself. A lot of times when we, did the research, we found the opportunity, we let our family and friends get in our ear and, oh, that's not going to work. Oh, this isn't legit, or just whatever they may be saying. But at the end of the day, they're not doing it. They're not willing to take the chance. And until you've done it yourself and can tell me, that this is not what it is, then I don't want to hear it and I'm not listening. And, just, if it feels right, do it. Just do it.
Exactly. Yeah. See, this is a good topic. It was amazing. Definitely, like we mentioned before, do your research. If it doesn't work out, try another one. That's why they're side hustles. Okay. They're not the main dish. Okay. You can trade it out for another side. So definitely do your research. Look into the ones we mentioned. And also follow us on Facebook. Okay, we're going to have these, conversations. We're going to share the resources. We'll put links up. Definitely make your own decision when it comes to your personal side hustles. We're glad and that was a great conversation. Just remember, we are Mom Boss on a mission to empower moms all over the world. Okay, be ambitious, highly driven, fierce, fabulous, and fearless. You are making moves. You got this. Until next week. Bye.
Thank you for joining us on Mom Boss Talk Radio. Follow each of the Mom Bosses on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. If you love Mom Boss Radio, visit the website at www.envisionedbroadcasting.com. We'd love for you to subscribe, rate, and give a review on iTunes. Until next time.